Welcome to yet another live stream with a very soothing background. Gather round, come in closer, trust the soothing background. The candles, peaceful, relaxing. Come closer, close all the other tabs. If you're on your cell phone, make sure it's full screen and close to your eyes. Glue your face in your phone and welcome to a live stream that I hope will hold. We had some technical issues, but I have a good feeling about this one. Again, there's candles. What can you say? Okay, welcome to this live stream. What we're going to be talking about today is how to stop being needy. See these hands? See this? That's you. You might be thinking, what do you mean that's me? Hey, you clicked on the video, right? Only a needy person would click on the video. So yes, that is you, right? Need, craving. And I'm going to teach you in this live stream how to not be that. Okay. Yes, this is live. Share your wisdom. Thank you. Yeah, right. Again, you could argue that neediness really is the most toxic just form of energy, right? Like you just sense it immediately when someone's needy, that craving, that desperation. When it comes to socializing, social skills, it's the cancer of social skills. And if that's you, if you're one of these needy hands here behind me, then lock in. Okay. Sounds like Indiana Jones. I know. So we're going to start with the good news. Okay, good news is Bitcoin is back up. Now, the funny news with this is I actually, in this moment right now, don't even own any Bitcoin yet. My rank is back. So it's a good day for me. It's a good day for my guru rank. It's a good day for anyone who owns or doesn't own Bitcoin. So just virtual clap it. I would appreciate it. This is the good news. The not so good news, which we'll see what will happen here, is I hope my Wi-Fi will hold. Okay, my internet. Now, I know you're thinking, get yourself a good Wi-Fi. I actually have the best Wi-Fi. For real. The best Wi-Fi. Not the best company of a Wi-Fi, but it's the best in my area. Okay, Xfinity, Comcast. I have the highest, you could say, package. And I've been on the phone with them. This is a little side story. We'll get right into being needy, but this is my neediness right now. My neediness is I want this stream to be crystal clear, not to be pixelated because of some Wi-Fi issues. So I've been calling Xfinity multiple times. And someone came out here to change the Wi-Fi modem multiple times, yet every single time it just slowly gets slower and slower. And if you want to know why, and this is for, all you perhaps parents out there or future parents, I blame Nanit. Okay, so if you Google this, Nanit, N-A-N-I-T, it's advertised as the best baby monitor ever. Right? It's super high tech. You put the baby monitor, I have it on most of the time, but, interestingly enough, right now my daughter's sleeping. And the monitor's on, and this monitor will suck the soul out of your Wi-Fi. Not just when it's on, but even when it's off. It's crazy, and it's not even that good. So if you're thinking about Nanit, never, ever get Nanit. Like, I would go so far as to make anti-promotional videos for Nanit. And they even hype it up. It's like, look, it's so high tech it calculates when your baby breathes. And there's like a little suit you can buy with it that has like, I don't know, like receptors or something. And it'll literally calculate. And it's like, it'll notify you with every breath if something is wrong. If your baby wakes up, you will know immediately. And here's the reality when it comes to Nanit. It doesn't do any of that. It misses most of the time your baby is up. Like, no joke. There's not a single day where it's like, at this time, your baby woke up. It's, let me go on Nanit. Oh, the Wi-Fi is so slow. Oh, baby's been up. For how long? Who knows? Because Nanit doesn't pick it up. So, screw Nanit. My neediness towards this Wi-Fi. If it doesn't go crystal clear, blame Nanit. Okay. And thank you for listening, right? If you're not a parent or never want to be a parent, thank you for bearing with me. Okay. Someone's like, when are you coming to New York? Not for a while. However, I am going to be in Miami next month. April 15th to 18th, I'm in Miami doing the Miami Winter Summit in spring. Just go to miamiwintersummit.com and you can book your spot. Sounds like sounds creepy anyway. That's what I thought. You know, I was looking at this Nanit thing and I'm like, do I just want to go with a traditional baby monitor or do I want the best of the best high tech? And I did, and the reviews were great and they all lied. So yeah, screw Nanit. Is your baby part of the horde? Yes. Yes, she is. Let's see. What, Julien bragging about his package again? You mean my Wi-Fi package? You know, it's funny, I even called and I'm like, is it possible to get another modem? And there's like, sir, you have the most high-tech modem. There is no better modem. There is no better package. So anyway, let's get to this topic, neediness. Okay, so when it comes to this, you could say level or a state, okay, this is something that I teach in my mentoring program. I call this the state of desire, the state of need, the state of craving. The first thing that you really, really have to let land here is that the strategy of needing and neediness does not work. Okay, I'll say it again, the strategy does not work. We are conditioned to believe that if you want to succeed at something, if you want to achieve a certain goal, you gotta need it and you gotta want it. If you didn't make it, what does that mean? You simply didn't want it badly enough. There's even books, amazing books, that say you need a burning desire for your goals. Whatever it is that you pursue, you need that desire, that craving, that I need this or else, or you will give up and you will not make it. And we're conditioned left and right to believe that the more we need something, the more our chances of getting that thing increase. And that's simply not true. Okay, this strategy does not work and you have to let this land. This is the first thing that must really click if you want to stop being needy. Okay, and here's why it doesn't work. If you think of this state of neediness, of craving, okay, here's why it doesn't work. Needing something equals lacking something. Okay, and it's always important, by the way, with whatever you feel, to examine your relationship with the present moment, your relationship with the right here, right now. What is needing, neediness, craving? It's telling yourself, right here, right now, I don't have enough. Right here, right now, my relationship to the present moment is I'm lacking, right? There's a hole, a void that I must fill. I don't like the right here, right now. And I need something, someone, some goal to fill that void and make me feel better, okay? Needing something equals lacking something. That's the relationship with the present moment that you're in. And here's the thing. The more you need something, the more you start telling yourself, I don't have it, I don't have it, I lack this, and the more this becomes your comfort zone. Huge. This is why this strategy is flawed. We think that if we just need it, and the more we think about it, like, I can't wait till I get this, I need this, things will be so great when I get this. We think that helps us, but no, that simply conditions you to a comfort zone of lacking it. And this will create so much self-sabotage. Why? Because if you allow yourself to get that thing you need so badly, it destroys your comfort zone and you can no longer lack it. And that's why it doesn't work. It will actually create so much self-sabotage. I remember back when I was younger, okay, this is like high school, you know, a nerdy single guy, not by choice. I remember spending so many nights just listening to emo music and thinking, oh, when I just meet, you know, the perfect partner, when I get the perfect partner, my life will be complete. Everything will be complete. And there'd be the songs like, when a boy likes a girl, sometimes the more he needs the girl, things will get better. And I'm like, yes, I just need the girl. I just need the girl. And I'd have my emo nights, okay, my pop punk emo nights. You can judge, but they were great. right? No joke, I'd actually be secretly excited. It was like this guilty pleasure where, I'd go to bed, put my headphones on, and I'm like, let's drift off into emo-ness. So that was my reality. That was my comfort zone. Now, let's just say an opportunity presented itself for me to say hi to that perfect partner. Would I do it? Of course not. Because if it's now a reality, what happens to my emo nights? They're gone. What happens to my comfort zone? It's gone. Okay, so the more you need something, the more you create this comfort zone of lacking it, which will create so much self-sabotage. And even if, this is the other key thing to let land here, even if you get that thing you need, despite all the self-sabotage that you're going to have to battle against, so you get that thing or get that person, neediness will actually amplify. We think if we get it, it'll fill that void. No. You get it, it'll actually fuel that need even more, and it'll create another need where now you fear, you could say, losing that. Like you need to keep it, and there's the fear of losing it, right? I need money to be enough. Say you get the money, I need now to keep the money. It's endless, okay? Needing something is a bottomless pit. You can never, ever satisfy neediness. Okay, this is the foundation. Let this land. We're going to build on this from here. Okay, now I'm just switching over to the comments. Someone's like, I am grateful for emo nights. I mean, it's crazy. Like, I actually did like it. I'd listen to, and I'd switch it up. I'd do like, okay, pop punk emo nights. And then I would, if you want the real behind the scenes, there's a soundtrack to Phantom of the Opera. And I didn't listen to the musical one. I actually saw the musical one on my birthday one year. But no, I listened to the Gerard Butler soundtrack of the movie Phantom of the Opera, and would, no joke, like have tears in my eyes listening to this. I'm like, oh, that's like me. I'm the Phantom. I'm the ugly single. Oh, if only I get the girl. And no joke, I would spend so many nights listening to those songs. I could probably lip sync to those songs. And although I'm like, I hate this. I wish I was in a relationship. No. My comfort zone loved it. My comfort zone is you are not in a relationship. You need a relationship, and we are addicted to this. Okay. Emo nights were great. Dude, yes. I know. Thank you. Someone's like, a little Linkin Park. Linkin Park actually never really was my jam, but I know it is for some, right? I dig it, but it was never my go-to at all. No. Okay, so step number 1 here, realize this strategy doesn't work. Step number 2, and this builds on it, is you really have to understand like what happens when you need something, right? How does this happen? And this actually even builds furthermore on why this doesn't work. Okay, here is the mechanism of neediness. Here's how it all works. Look at that. Look at this. Okay, so what we do, and with neediness too, by the way, I do want to preface this with, it's not the thing, but it's your relationship with that thing. It's the place it's coming from. Okay, you can be needy for anything. Someone even asked in the chat, it's like, can you be needy when it comes to letting go? Yes, 100%. Okay, here's what the level of desire, again, which I teach in my private mentoring program, or neediness really is. It's you basically taking, you could say, a part of yourself, right? You take this part of you and you place it behind a certain requirement. This could be a goal, a person, a thing, you name it, right? I'm going to take part of my self-worth, I'm going to place it behind this wall, this barrier, and I'm then going to chase this wall, this barrier, this requirement, and when I pass it, right, when I pass over this little wall, then I can now be whole again. Yes! That's what we do. This is why it just never works, right? We actually self-impose this neediness on us. We're whole to begin with, and we're like, actually, I'm not. I'm going to take part of me and attach my self-worth to this, attach my self-worth to that, to this person, to that goal, so on and so forth, and then we chase it. That's neediness. X amount of money, a partner, you name it. Once I achieve the thing, I now get that part of myself and I'm now whole. That's what we think. This year, no, 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 no. Instead, what you must do here is re-own that part of yourself that you've put behind a certain wall or barrier. Okay, become whole again. Re-own everything that is you, and you can still go after that same goal, after that same person, but instead of coming at it from a place of being incomplete and there's that craving, that attachment, you're complete before and you are complete after. That's the shift. Okay, that is neediness, and once more, it does nothing to do with, we have, well, money's needy, or except, no, 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 no. You can have a relationship when it comes to money that is not needy. Same with other people. But this here, this is why. Okay, or more importantly, this is why. Okay, so that's the next thing. Someone's like, have you seen the Bible? Well, I have seen a Bible. I've seen many Bibles, David. Thank you for asking. Let's see. It's just insecurities. Become Pac-Man. Yes, neediness is you're now Pac-Man. 100%. Okay, but it's crazy, right? All those things we need, we basically attach our self-worth and we tell ourselves, it's self-imposed, really. Oh, I can't feel whole until. And this is why I keep saying it's so important to examine your relationship with the present moments. Like even right now, if you just stop doing and just chill, how do you feel? For a lot of people, it's no, must. There's all this resistance to the right here, right now. All this resistance to experiencing what you're experiencing right now. All this resistance to being who you are here right now. I'll be happy when. If that's how you condition yourself, that's the relationship you have to the right here, right now, realize all you're left with is the right here, right now. Even if you get that thing, I'll be happy when, will still run you, and you'll still find a way to need more. Okay, the answer to neediness is always more. Never enough. Okay, and it's just like someone who's, say, very positive, where, say you have a friend who's super positive. They're addicted to being positive. That's their comfort zone. Give them some bad news or some negative news or some gossip, they'll find a way back to positivity real fast. Like, oh, that's sorry. But anyway, back to this. Someone who's negative, same thing. Give them some positive news. Oh, that's great. But back to negativity. If you're needing, I hate right here, right now, it's not enough, lack, incomplete, more, I'll be happy when. No matter what you get, you're going to find a way back to that state, to that comfort zone of needing more and hating the present moment. Okay, so it's sinking into, why am I creating this lack to begin with? Why am I imposing, I need X amount to then feel fulfilled and great? Why don't you choose to feel fulfilled and amazing and great right here, right now? And why don't you let go of the opposite? Okay, that there is the way. Now we're going to go a lot deeper, do not worry. But if you'd like to learn more about this, and if this speaks to you, and you'd like to get a free meditation that helps you with this, go to JulienMentoring.com. You can go to that website or simply click the link below this video and you can book a free coaching session as well as get a free Letting Go MP3. It's completely free. If you don't do this, honestly, you're insane. If you're like, well, I don't know about this free meditation, maybe not, then get off the channel. Get off the channel, go to TikTok, go distract yourself, because you're not serious about the work. If you are serious, go to that link or click the link below the video, book your session, and get a free meditation. So, JulienMentoring.com. Let's see. Cool hat. Thank you. Now notice too, by the way, another little side note, how neediness and self-worth is so, you could say, intertwined, right? Where even people like, I need approval. Like, approval should not enhance you or diminish you. Nothing should. And that's the shift you must make. That's the shift to I'm now whole. For a lot of people, they try to find themselves again in the physical and the external. They attach their self-worth to it. Instead, it's like, no. You tell me I suck, I'm all good. You tell me I'm awesome, I'm all good. Because I'm not trying to find myself into that. And then here's the thing, and this is also a big barrier why people are afraid of letting go of neediness. They're like, well, if I stop needing it, why would I go for it? No, no, no. You can still go for it. Okay, going back to this here, someone right up here, right? They're like, if I don't need that part of myself, then why would I go for the thing? You can still go for the thing without attaching your self-worth to it, without punishing yourself. Because that's what we do. I will punish myself until. No, no, no. How about loving yourself until? And it's the difference between needing, craving, desire, lack versus intention. Desire versus intention. I'm not whole, I need to be whole. That's desire. Versus I'm whole and I just have a certain direction and intention and I'm going for it. Why? Just for the sake of it. Will it enhance me? No. Will it diminish me? No. But none of us are inspired to be idle all the time. That's the shift. And instead of acting from this place of desperation, you tap into inspiration. Awesome content. I know. I know. Grateful that you talk about this. You're welcome. You're welcome. I don't get why the youth use TikTok. You want to know why? Because it's one of the most amazing, genius tools when it comes to escapism and distraction. That's why. Literally, TikTok is designed to be the most addictive thing when it comes to distracting yourself ever. Where people will just sit for hours or days and just like, next TikTok, next TikTok, next TikTok, next TikTok. And that's our lives. Distraction, distraction, distraction. It literally plays right into that, so I don't feel too good, I need to escape. It plays into escapism. Right? It's the master of escapism. That's TikTok. So of course people are going to flock to it. Okay. Where does your self-worth, where does my self-worth come from then? Your self-worth, you being good enough, doesn't have to come from anywhere. And this is the big, big, big problem is people assume that their self-worth is terrible to begin with. But that's a lie. Why do you assume that you're born with low self-worth and you need to justify your existence? It's self-created. You bought into this lie. You've been conditioned into this lie. Being good enough can only be the starting point. You can never achieve good enoughness. Right? For if it doesn't begin with you being good enough, then anything that you do to become good enough, the default's always, by default, I'm not good enough without that thing. Another requirement. Letting go is letting go of all requirements. It's realizing, whoa, by default, I'm good enough. By default, I'm whole. That's this whole process. And then from that solid foundation of no longer attaching your self-worth, you crush it. Okay? Been watching your channel for years now. Amazing to hear. Make sure, right? I've been watching it for years. Make sure you go to Julien Mentoring or click the link below this video and apply for a free coaching call and get a free letting go meditation. Okay, again, this content's great. It's educational. It's fun. It opens your eyes. But if you want the real stuff and if you want personalized feedback, which is what everyone needs, right? There's no cookie cutter generalized feedback. Get on a call. It's free and get a free letting go meditation. Okay, so that's the next thing. Let's build upon that. Okay, I'm sure you've heard, well, you know, the solution, this is, we'll get into the two solutions here. One is on the more external side, the other is on the more internal side. External side, and this is something that I taught many years ago, is I realized, okay, if, let's just say, I want to meet someone and there's a lot of neediness, I ask myself, how can I give myself what I'm hoping that say, other person will give me? Right? Well, I really need a partner. Okay, what am I hoping that, say I get a partner, what am I hoping that'll give me? And how can I give that to myself? Oh, I need approval? How can I give myself approval so I no longer need it? Okay, that's the first more external approach, right? Because if you think about it, the state of neediness, I used to call this, you know, learning how to, you could say, pleasure yourself. The state of neediness is people acting as if they have no hands. This is the best way to describe it. Okay, we're going back to the red hands. People act as if they have no hands. It's self-imposed. They're like, wait a minute, I have no hands. What? Right? That's you being born. I have no self-worth. Ugh. And what do? You give your power away to the physical, to other people, to a goal, so on and so forth. And then you, let's just say, want to pleasure yourself. You want to make yourself feel good. You want to give it a little tickle, right? But you got no hands. So what are people doing? They're walking around to others and be like, hey, tickle it, help me, I have no hands, tickle it. That's what they're doing. And of course, there's going to be neediness. So the external approach here is realize, right? Like, how can you basically tickle it yourself, right? How can you give that to yourself, realize you got hands, pleasure yourself so there's no longer that neediness. And you can still go up to people and be like, hey, would you like to join me in the tickling? Great. But if they're like, nah, no thanks, all good, still tickling myself. That's giving it to yourself, right? And you can link this to the inner buttons that we covered in a previous live, right? Where it's pushing the fun, carefree passion, learning how to push your own buttons, make yourself feel amazing. And then because you gave that to yourself, you no longer need it. That's the external approach. Okay? If I give myself self-love, I will no longer need it. And it's a great first step. However, it doesn't get to the cause. And this links to the second step, and this is the internal approach, right? I need to give myself approval, give myself self-love. I need to practice self-love. Okay, great. But the underlying problem's still there. Because only someone who doesn't love themselves needs to practice self-love. Only someone who still needs something needs to give themselves what they need. So the deeper layer is letting go of that neediness altogether. Okay, self-love, for example, isn't something that you do. Approving of yourself isn't something that you have to make yourself do. It should just be the default. Self-love happens when you let go of self-hate. Okay? Oh, approving of yourself happens when you just stop putting, again, your self-worth attached to external things. It's the default. You don't need to make yourself approve of yourself. You should be approving yourself by default. That's what letting go does. Okay? Let's see. Someone's like, desire versus intention. I finally understand your message. Yeah, right? Once more, it goes back to it's not the thing, it's the place it's coming from. You can still go, for example, after success, after money, after a relationship, etc., etc. But your self-worth is no longer attached to it. As opposed to, I am how much money I have. I am how much approval I get. I am how much success I have. I am only good enough when I have a partner. No. Right? And again, we are conditioned left and right, even when it comes to relationships. It's, this here, okay, you want to see relationships? This is sadly the way people are conditioned when it comes to relationships. Okay, back to the drawing board. Going back to Pac-Man, here's mainstream conditioning. Here's one person. There's a missing piece, right? And they believe that they're going to look for a partner, and their partner is going to look like this. And they're missing the other piece. And when they come together, they form a beautiful whole. You complete me. That is terrible. Instead, it's, hey, how about two whole people coming together? And there's a certain synergy that happens called love. Okay, another person should never complete you. Complete yourself. Okay, and this here, by the way, I can make a whole other live talking about the implications. This leads to so much manipulation, trying to keep the other person there on both sides, because if that other person completes you, you don't want to lose that person or you're no longer complete. It's very toxic. Okay? Let's see here. Tickle me, I tickle you. Okay, so let's even take it further, right? Next question to ask yourself is right here, right now, what's missing? What's missing in the present moment? Examine your relationship with the present moment. And just notice if there's any need for other things, right? Myself personally, by the way, a big one that ran me, even after I started doing a lot of this work, was the need to always be somewhere else, right? Like I'd be traveling a lot and say I'm in, I don't know, Berlin. Suddenly I'm like, oh, I'm in Berlin. Oh, I wish I was in Amsterdam. Amsterdam is so fun. Boom. Say I go to Amsterdam. Oh, I wish I was in Berlin. Berlin's so fun. Oh, I wish I was in Paris. Like, I always wanted to be somewhere else. Okay, this actually inspired some people like, what's this tattoo here? It actually inspired this, right? To be everywhere is to be nowhere. A constant reminder, can never escape it. Like, hey, be present. Be right here. To be everywhere, wanting to be anywhere else but here, that's to be nowhere. Be right here. Okay, that's one for me that I let go of. For you, ask yourself, right here, right now, is there any resistance? Because there's no reason, right? Unless you're sitting here and someone's like punching you in the gut, like dun 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 dun. There's no reason for you to not feel amazing right now. That's self-imposed. When you let go of all that, that's when you feel whole, and that's when neediness is simply gone, and people sense it. Again, neediness is the cancer when it comes to socializing. You get rid of it when it comes to social skills especially, wow, people will gravitate towards you because by default, because you've done this type of inner work on yourself, because you've learned how to let go, you want nothing from them. You need nothing from them. There's an intention to meet them, sure, but there's not that, oh, please. And by default, because everyone is needy due to social conditioning, they're going to want more from you and they will start chasing you. Okay? That's the key. And then you can also reflect back on all the things you hoped would fulfill you and complete you that didn't work, right? One I joked about for years were iPhones, right? Until they stopped, getting better. Basically, until a few years ago, until iPhones are like, hey, let's just make more of the same with better, let's just add a camera with every update. Before that, there were huge updates, and people were so excited when they got an iPhone. They even at the Apple Store, no joke, they would give you the box and like, sir, would you like to open the box? We wouldn't dare open it. And we were like, I would. And people are like, oh, when I get the new iPhone. And the first day they have the new iPhone, they're like, ooh, the precious, right? It's like you set it down, like be very careful, and give it a month, few weeks, you throw it on the desk, you don't care, you throw it on the ground, it falls, you don't care. This old thing, I'm waiting for the new one. It's always more. Right? There's probably a lot of things you have here today that you thought a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago would be a game changer, yet now you have them and you still need more. Okay, you can't, once more, fulfill neediness. You can only let go of it. And if you'd like to learn how to let go, simply go to JulienMentoring.com. You can book a free coaching session. It's customized to you. You'll get customized feedback and a lot of clarity on what you specifically have to let go of and what action steps to take based upon your particular situation. And you also get a free letting go meditation. Let's see here. Beautifully said and succinct. Why, thank you. Thank you. There's a reason my guru rank is quite high, right? There is a reason, but thank you. Thank you. Let's see. Do you do live sessions every Tuesday? No. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. Right now, I'm just kind of going with the flow, right? If you want to make sure you catch these live, because it is interactive, make sure you subscribe and click on the little notification bell so you know. Right? There is no schedule as of right now. It's whenever I feel like, you know what? I want to share some information with the horde. That's when I go live, right? Hashtag wildcard. Hey, what's your live schedule? It's the wildcard schedule. What does your other tattoo say? Well, would you like me to make a live on all the tattoos? Actually, no. I have 4. It's like, how many tattoos do I have? 4 tattoos. First one I had was here when I first moved to Los Angeles. Then I got this one here, right? The road of excess leads to the palace of wisdom. I got that one in either end of 2014 or beginning of 2015, right after the scandal that I went through. Then I got this one, to be everywhere to nowhere, and then I got this one, and this here. The truth is, it's a quote from a book that I love. But if I don't know you and you ask me, it's the first page of my book. I'm joking, but it's what I tell people for the fun of it. Okay. So that's the gist of it when it comes to neediness. Actually, another thing too is be realistic in terms of what you need. Right? Whatever it is that you're needing right now, a partner, money, success, you name it, take it off the pedestal, and not in a reactive way where you're like, actually, it's not all that, but see it realistically for what it is, right? I remember going back to my emo days, right? Dun, 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 when a boy likes a girl. I would be thinking that, no joke, if I actually got a partner, it would solve all my life problems, right? All my problems right now, financial, anything. If I just get a partner, life is complete. And that's simply not true, right? We're conditioned in this finish line destination thinking, right? The happy ending, the Disney movie happy ending, when Beauty and the Beast kiss and it's all beautiful and they live happily ever after. No, no, no. There is no destination. The only destination we all get to is death, right? No matter what you do, no matter what you get, no matter how much you need, in the end, we all get the same. And when it comes to this Disney movie conditioning, realize that, okay, that's where the movie ends, but what about the day after, right? What about the day after the happy ending? Okay, they make out and great, and the day after, they fight over the dishes, one cheats on the other, and all this crazy stuff. Like, be real here. Be realistic, okay? And another thing, too, that you will notice is the more you're in this state of desire, this state of lack, not only will it create a lot of self-sabotage that will prevent you from getting what you need, but you will unconsciously start needing things you know you can't get. You'll see this. People chasing people they're not meant to be with, chasing people who are unavailable, people who just trigger that fear of abandonment to get their hit of lack. Let that land. They love being disappointed and left and needing more and chasing more because that's their comfort zone and it's pulling their strings. Okay, so again, we covered a lot, but this is the gist of it when it comes to neediness, and the ultimate solution is learning how to let go. And if you go to Julien Mentoring or click the link below this video, you can learn exactly how to let go as well as get a free letting go meditation. Someone's like, this just started? No, we've been at it. We've been at it. Let's see. Someone's like, yay. What about the latecomers? Hey, the Horde's never late. You want to be part of the Horde? Subscribe, hit the notification bell so you're notified when I'm live. Why are you showing up late? You should know better. Cool. Some random comment. Julien Blanc. Yes. Good comment. Good comment. Just realized you haven't wrote a book yet. I know. It's on my list. It's on my list of mini projects. Yes, eventually. How's your crypto, Julien? How's the Bitcoin? Hey, how's my crypto? I joked earlier, I don't, in this moment, own any Bitcoin. How's my crypto? You know what? Here's the thing, too, right? How's my crypto? I'm being smart about it. I'm not falling for the hype. Realize that if you follow people who talk about crypto on YouTube, just like I'm doing right now in this live, again, I'm not a crypto expert. Never listen to me for anything crypto. But I don't fall for the hype. Everyone was hyping up how Ethereum was and they were all selling it. Literally, everyone and their mom was making videos a few days ago like, I'm selling on my Ethereum. Me too, me too, me too. All copying each other. What did Daddy do? He bought more. And what's Ethereum doing right now? This. So don't fall for the hype. But no, in all honesty, I have some Ethereum. If you are curious, I also have a little bit of Engine, Uniswap, and Litecoin. That's my jam right now. Will it be my jam tomorrow? We'll see. But that's my jam right now. And again, this is a jam that not everyone can handle. Only, people of high rank. Now, one final question for everyone on here. I'm putting my glasses on for this one. This is, an honest question. Am I the only person, and this is dead serious, am I the only person who's gotten drunk at a Chipotle? And you got to settle this for me. This has nothing to do with neediness or the content. However, I've been reflecting a lot on my past, and I've been talking with some friends, and I was like, you know what? Back when I used to work at Coffee Bean, okay, this is in the Grove in Los Angeles. It's like a Starbucks. And I also worked in this retail store, Lucky Brand Jeans, a clothing store. And no joke, when I was working at Lucky Brand Jeans, all of us, right, coworkers and stuff, every now and then would have an after-work hangout where we'd walk over to Chipotle and drink their margaritas. And I, no joke, to this day, again, this is years ago, always thought that it was normal and it was a thing. Like, oh, isn't Chipotle known for their margaritas? Don't people go there to drink margaritas? And from what I realized, I'm the only person that I know who did this. So if in the chat or comments below this video, you help me out with this and make me feel a little bit better that I'm not the only one. Because otherwise I realize that that's maybe a low that not everyone reaches, except for some. Actually, no. Connor said maybe. Connor, thank you. Thank you for the Chipotle support. For everyone else on here, let me know. Okay, you can let me know in the chat or let me know in the comments below. Number 1, ever get drunk at Chipotle? Yay or nay? Number 2, what's your biggest takeaway from this live stream here? And of course, before we wrap, make sure you go to Julien Mentoring or click the link below this video. Get your free coaching call, get a free letting go meditation. It's deep, it's intense. If you struggle with neediness, trust me, this is the way. So do so now. Look at that. Someone also said, every time, love the Chipotle margarita. Great. And to be clear, I didn't get drunk there alone. It was with Lucky Brand coworkers. But I literally thought it was like a cool, classy thing to do. Just like people do like Taco Tuesday, right? It was like, oh, Chipotle margaritas. That's what they're known for. Oh, people also eat their burritos, great. Oh, they also eat their tacos, great. Oh, and the bowls, great. But number 1, margaritas. But I'm a foreigner, so, you know. The Horde. You know what, to make it... Can you imagine if, like, to make me feel better about myself, if you truly identify as the Horde, go to Chipotle and have yourself a margarita. All right, we're going to wrap it here. Thank you so much. Let me know below, Chipotle, yay, nay. Number 2, biggest takeaway from this, comment below. Go to Julien Mentoring or click the link below. Get a free coaching session, a free meditation. And as always, until next time.
Like, this program is such a game changer. The way everything's structured and the material, it's been already, even for me, it's just been, I'm noticing a crazy change in the way that my whole life's like playing out.
What you put together is just incredible. There's nothing like that.
I've just jumped like a million levels. It's just been a complete 180 for my experience of existing. That's awesome.
It's just been so huge in terms of so many of the things I'm finally understanding and realizing and epiphanies I'm having.
What you do is a huge inspiration to me, and I think it's one of the most beautiful things you can give to another human in this entire world.
You saved my fucking life, man. I'm telling you, this is real, man.
Sometimes all it takes is just one person who believes in you. Find people who are where you are in life and model them, work with them. I would not be here if I didn't have people who held me accountable.
Wow.
I just felt a click and things are changing.
This program was just top notch.
Seriously, like, this is a masterpiece. This is perfect.
Everything, the way it's set up, the live calls, like all the support from the coaches is incredible.
It's been nuts.
I just had my tears of joy.
This was the best decisions I ever made.
Thank you for creating something wonderful like this.
This program was phenomenal.
This program was amazing.
This program has definitely changed my life.
I know for a fact I'm in the right place.
This is exactly what I was expecting from the program.
It's been spectacular.
I feel really lucky to have found you.
Thank you so much, Julien. It's worth every dollar.